Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the power vested in me as Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for conferring of qualifications in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. I therefore confer qualifications on all the candidates that the Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences presents to this congregation. And in addition, I hereby award and confer qualifications on those whose names appear in the program, but who are not present here today. You may be seated. Graduation ceremonies are supposed to be a joyous event. It's auspicious occasions, and it's also a time where you celebrate the achievement of your loved ones. And therefore, this afternoon, our ceremony is going to have those type of characteristics of jubilation, of celebration. And I would like you to enjoy and invite the audience to enjoy this event, celebrating the achievement of your loved ones with all of us this afternoon. Before I want to briefly give a welcome message to our graduates, I would like to welcome specific individuals on our platform party. First of all, I would like to welcome the Deputy Chairperson of the Council of the University of the Free State, Dr. Natabi Singh Ramile. Welcome to you, Dr. Ramile. I also would like to welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Vivian Chinner, and he will be formally introduced a little bit later. Our program director is the Vice Rector Operations, Professor Prakash Naidu, and we have in our midst two other members of the Rectorate, the Vice Rector for Institutional Change, Student Affairs and Community Engagement, Professor Puleng Kabula. And then we also have our Vice Rector Academic, Dr. Engela van Staden. We have in our midst two of our principals of our two other campuses, our South Campus, Professor Daniela Kutsia, and the principal of the Krokwa Campus, Dr. Martin Mandieu. We also have our two acting registrars. Our Registrar for Governance and Policy, Mrs. Elna van Pletsen, and also the Acting Registrar for Systems and Administration, Mr. Anban Naidu. Furthermore, we have a representative from the Convocation, Dr. Peter de Tooy, and welcome to you, sir. And then we have three deans, Dean from the Economic and Management Sciences, Professor Henry Krokam, and he will be seen quite a lot this afternoon. We also have the Dean of Humanities, Professor Heidi Hudson, and then we have the Dean of Natural Agricultural Sciences, Professor Dani Vermeulen, in fact 4 deans, and we have the Dean from Theology and Religion, Professor Antua Letsotsa. Then we have representatives from our other faculties here this afternoon, and then we have a representative from the Student Representative Council, Ms. Bunang Faku. So, welcome to all on the platform party, and they're going to celebrate with you the achievement of our graduates. Now, when I talk to the graduates this afternoon, first of all, I would like to say hearty congratulations. It's not an easy road to get where you got to this afternoon, and you obviously have a lot of you, or some of you, most of you, have gone through various sacrifices, whether those sacrifices would have been financial or emotional, but you have gone through it. You overcame that, and you're here to celebrate this achievement. There's also amongst you some that will receive degrees, diplomas, or certificates that would be the first in your family that would receive a university education. So I just would like to say well done and congratulations. But in the same time, I would like to say to you that as you enter the world of work, or as you enter in your next role, your next chapter in your life, you're going to be exposed to difficult decisions, very tricky decisions and environments that you sometimes have to navigate you through. And I often, when I talk to technical disciplines, not that you aren't technical, but technical in the form of say, engineering and health sciences and natural and agricultural sciences, I say that what we hopefully put a lot of emphasis on at the university is to provide technical content to you so that you could describe and calculate and derive the exact technical solution to a specific challenge. But that technical solution might be socially suboptimal. And this is where you have to balance curriculum, formal curriculum, and co-curriculum activities to be able to provide, in many cases, the optimum solution, not the exact solution. And what we're trying to do here at the university, which I will talk to in my congratulatory message later on, is to help you to produce and assist you to produce that type of graduate. But the message that I want to convey to you this morning or this afternoon in the welcome address is to say to you that in those difficult situations, you need something to fall back onto. And that's the values, the value framework that is so crucial. And hopefully, during your studies at the University of the Free State, you have been exposed to, and I'm only going to talk about 3 values, and hopefully you have been exposed to those 3. The first value is the value of critical inquiry. And that value actually means that you not accept something that is given to you, but you challenge that. You ask questions. And because if you start to do that, you understand what drives the specific answer and what drives the argument. And that is going to make you graduates that will set you apart from other global graduates. The second one is the one of social responsiveness. Too many times in our world today, we often only inward looking. It's only about myself. But what we want to educate and what we want to transfer to our graduates, it's not only about yourself. It's about others and yourself. Because only when you start to engage with others and you start to give to others, and they don't always have to be financial, there's different ways of giving, you start to fulfill yourself. And you start to say, that's the purpose why I actually had this qualification. And I would like you to always remember the value of social responsiveness. And the last value that I want to share with you is a value that we so much need in a country like South Africa. And that's the value of integrity. What is your word? Can we trust your word? Can we trust your view? And how are you as an individual setting an example for others? And in your profession generally has gone through a lot of challenges the last 2 or 3 years that actually challenge that principle of integrity. It's your role as graduates to go out there and change the mindset, the view of what people think, not only about your profession, but what we would like to say, that is what the University of Free State expose you to as a graduate attribute, and that is of integrity. So, graduates, I just want to say again, hearty congratulations. Enjoy, this is your moment, and that of your loved ones, but actually your moment, and enjoy the afternoon with us. Thank you.
Dumalang, Dumalang, Sanbonani, Mirak, and good afternoon. Now I wonder why some of you are so sad. Today is a celebration, and of course you're going to celebrate getting those degrees while we give those who are coming in just a chance to sit. So firstly, just a few announcements. As a university, we make use of official photographers who are present in the hall today, but we do allow freelance photographers on the campus. We just want to indicate that these are not accredited by the university, so we cannot have any control over the quality. So you decide whether you want to use them or not. Those who arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements, and there's quite a few that did arrive, please refer to the bottom of page 2 in your graduation program for some of the rules that you need to observe. And more importantly, today, as our Vice-Chancellor indicated, it's time to celebrate the achievement of each graduate. So in celebrating, it is very important, especially for parents and other loved ones, to hear the name of each student being announced. Because hearing that name, I'm sure you'll agree, is important to them. So therefore, of course, you must limit your cheers, your loud exclamations. You need to make them short so that we can hear the announcement of the next student. Of course, it doesn't mean you can't, if you want to ululate, you just got to keep it very short, that's all, so somebody else can hear. I also want to indicate that we strive to conduct the graduation ceremonies in a dignified manner, and that you should refrain from leaving the hall before the end of the proceedings. Very importantly, I know you got those cell phones, please. I know you want to take those photographs and tweet them and send them on WhatsApp, or you want to send it to the press or the TV, you're welcome. But please put it on silent. And of course, if you've got a camera as an alternative, you can put it off. Because if those cell phone rings, I want to say we take it away, but I mean, it'll disturb the sound in the campus, in our hall. Now, of course, I know some of you like to sing. And you like to even do a twist or two here. Now, this red carpet is dangerous because if you do a twist or two, you might fall, you might break your ankle, and you won't be able to go up to the Chancellor. So we would suggest, please do not dance in front here. If you're singing, remember you're waiting for somebody else to come, you're taking their time. We've got about 500 people to graduate. Please think about the graduates sitting in J50. If each one does that, we're going to finish here at 6 o'clock. They have to also catch a taxi, or they also want to go to a party. So please think about the next person. As we say, let's consider our colleagues and friends who also want to graduate. So my appeal to you is, let us move as fast as possible. I can assure you at the end of the ceremony, we're going to play you some music. We're even going to play you the Siena Marena, and you can dance to that. Okay? Thank you very much. As I introduce Mr. Vien Chinna, our guest speaker today, he was born and raised in Bloemfontein. In 2011, he co-founded a company called Traffic Squared, which merged with a US company called YLOPO in 2013 at the value of $3.3 million. That's US dollars. And that's about 45 to 50 million rand. So you can imagine how rich the guy who's coming here to speak today is. YLOPO was a venture backed by Realtor.com, and Mr. Chinna became YLOPO's Chief Technology Officer. At the end of 2014, he and the engineering team left YLOPO to establish Zineo in Bloemfontein. I apologize, I didn't get the name too right. And Zineo uses artificial intelligence to predict consumer behavior. So they're going to predict, he's a guy that predicts your behavior, so be very careful how you behave today. The company has achieved international acclaim for accuracy of the predictions, which have been described as scary by Silicon Valley's preeminent blog, VentureBeat. Of course, we know the fourth industrial revolution is also very scary, and Mr. Chinna is in that league right now. In 2017, Mr. Chinna was the Chancellor's Distinguished Alumnus of the Year for Zenio's achievements in the world of artificial intelligence. And I can tell you, being the millennials, you are going to enjoy what he's going to speak about. I now call upon Mr. Vien Chinna to address us. Mr. Chinna, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. This morning was actually my first time on a graduation stage. I unfortunately missed my graduation. And I learned two very important lessons. Even if it's a very formal occasion, the combination of these lights, this toga, and the suit jacket is absolutely brutal, so I lost the jacket. And then the second thing is, I realized how nerve-wracking it can be to speak in such a formal engagement. And mistakenly, I didn't make a joke this morning. And it's very necessary, not for you, but for me to calm my nerves. So what I am going to do is I'm going to make the customary joke now. Now, since we are on the topic of nerves, did you know that the fear of death is only the number 2 fear for the average person? The number 1 fear is public speaking. Now, okay, that wasn't the joke yet. but now that creates a situation where if you're a statistical curiosity, if you will, if you're attending a funeral, then what you want to say then is that the guy lying in the casket is statistically better off than the guy delivering the eulogy. So that's the logical conclusion of that. Okay, so now that we've finished the formalities, I've got a question for you. How many days do you think the average person lives? Would you say it's 1 million days? Is it 250,000 days? The answer is 28,000 days. If somebody turns 77, that person would have had approximately 28,000 days. Now, the reason I'm saying that, or I started like that, is beyond it being interesting, I think the most useful metaphor somebody has ever said to me is that you could look at your life like a story. It's got a beginning, it's got an end, and in between, you've got blank pages representing 1 day each. And you've got about 28,000 of those pages. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you're sitting here in front of me today, you have just wrapped up one major chapter in your life. And I want to congratulate you from the heart. This is a significant achievement that you've achieved today. And I hope that you take the time to celebrate this with the people that matter to you. Now, it's been about 15 years since I left a full-time study. And I was thinking, if I had to start writing this 15 years worth of story today, what would have been most useful for me to hear from somebody? And the first thing that I came up with was that the thing that I unfortunately didn't realize being a graduate, but what I wish I had realized sooner, was at the end of the day, I control only my own actions and my own thoughts. And that is true for everybody else. Now, you may wish you could control other people, but the closest you could come is to influence them. And the sooner you accept how limited you are in that sense, the easier it is for you and the happier you are. Now, to this specific point, Zenio's story starts more or less like this. Right about 2004, I started my career doing quantitative arbitrage for a hedge fund. And things are, some of you, or most of you actually, maybe a little bit young for it. But in 2008, there was a cataclysm on financial markets. It melted completely down. And in that year specifically, we did very well. But the next year was a disaster. Liquidity had completely dried up in markets, and we went in every single day to the office and just stared at the screen. But our overheads kept on ticking and ticking, so we lost a pile of money, and we had no idea how long this was going to continue. So I was lying on the couch one Sunday, all depressed, and while I'm lying there, there's a show on History Channel about the USA magnates of the 19th century. So that's people like Carnegie, Rockefeller, Vanderbilt, etc. And as I'm watching them and their great achievements, I feel even worse. I become more depressed. Because I'm thinking, you look so great, and here I'm lying in trouble, and you had this luck of the draw where you were in a country that's almost completely free market at the time. Interestingly enough, that was a period in the world, in written history, that we know of where the economy grew the fastest in one country. The absolute poverty rate dropped by 2% per year for almost 60 years, which hasn't been achieved yet, again. Now, as I was pondering that, I realized, well, there's nothing I can do about South Africa's economic policies or the economic conditions. But the one thing I do control is the industries I'm participating in and the markets where I'm focusing on. That very next day, I started a new business. And I changed the personnel and everything we were focusing on. And what we did was, we started participating in internet advertising auctions, and we wrote those same algorithms. And the reason, specifically focusing on American clients, and the reason we chose internet advertising was, it's the one industry where we could participate in the American market, but we didn't need to physically be there. And I don't know if one of you have ever tried to speak to an American. They do not hear us at all, especially if you're Afrikaans. So it was very important that we remained hidden behind the curtain. Now that went quite well, and by middle of 2013, that company got sold to Walopo for a $3.3 million valuation. The point I'm trying to make on controlling our own actions, every day, as you get a new fresh page to write in, you've got no idea what types of challenges you may face, or what types of opportunities you may face. But you'll make it a lot easier on yourself if you focus on that which you do control. And have, for things you do not control, a little bit of courage and a little bit of humor. Make most of both opportunities and challenges that you have. The second thing, sorry, just got a little bit lost there. Okay. The second thing I want to talk to you about is the end of your story. Now, yes, I'm using a euphemism for death. Now, death is so controversial, we don't discuss it in any context. It's not even one of those words where we call it the D word or something like that. We just ignore the fact that it exists. But death is actually the thing that gives meaning to our life. If our story did not end at some stage, then we wouldn't have an incentive to do anything in any given day. We can just have the blank pages turn over indefinitely. The fact that your time is scarce makes it valuable to you. And the less time you have, the more valuable it will become to you. And to that point, I want to fast forward a little bit to the end of 2017. So 2017 was a frantic year for us. Me and the engineering team left Walopo at the end of 2014, and by 2017, we had started reaching international acclaim for the work we did. Also in 2017, we raised for the first time international capital out of Vancouver. I was living at 1 million miles an hour that entire year, or actually that entire 4 years. I was working 80-hour work weeks weeks to no end. And very typical of the way I approached things, I was on the 18th of December interrupting a vacation of my wife and her family in Namibia and flying back to OR Tambo. I needed to quickly before Christmas get to Portland, Oregon. We were raising another $3 million round and we were looking at an acquisition opportunity there. As I was standing at the airport, I'm waiting for my baggage to come in, I got a phone call from a dermatologist telling me I dare not get onto that flight. He was been trying to reach me the entire weekend. I was diagnosed with a melanoma on my chest. Now, in case you don't know, it's the most deadly form of skin cancer. And I wish I could tell you what happened next, but the only thing I really remember is walking through the airport like a ghost. And the next week is essentially a blur, but I did get my operation, and it ended up being caught very early. Now, and also, unfortunately, during the operation, they discovered yet another different tumor on my nose, also caught early. And now I'm in the position where I'm 35, and we say that every good story will have a lot of challenges for the protagonist. But at 35 now, I'm sitting running an international startup. I've been diagnosed with cancer twice, and I've got 2 autoimmune diseases. So this is setting up for one hell of a story. Now, the interesting thing is, it didn't end up being the tragedy that I thought it did. The fact that I knew my time might be much more limited than I initially thought it would gave me incredible clarity of thought regarding certain things. When you know that your time is limited, you want each day to have meaning for you. And you are very careful about which people you spend your time with and what you keep yourself busy with. And sometimes we all carry relationships that are actually not good for us, but we feel guilty or obligated or something else to maintain them. But if you think that today might be your last day, it's a very easy decision to say, okay, yeah, I'm not doing it like this. So it gave me impetus to change some things. As far as what I'm doing, it became apparent to me that Zenio was in fact the correct thing, because my second thought after receiving the diagnosis was a profound sense of sadness that I would not be able to see over the next decade or two how AI and Zenio's participation in it develops. So I did get confirmation that at least I probably am doing the right thing. If that's the very last thing I can do before my story ends, then it would be that. And the point I'm trying to bring across here is, it's true, your life will end at some stage, but it's not something that should depress you or make you scared. It's the very thing that should wake you up in the morning and make you realize time is limited and I should choose the things that give meaning to me. One change I did make in Zenio, which I might touch on because it may be relevant to you, I'm still carrying on with it. I'm still enjoying it as much as ever and working as hard as ever. But previously, I was always so stressed out, I was basically on the verge of a constant nervous breakdown. And I resolved that I will enjoy every single day. It's not negotiable. And subsequent to me making that change, I think the people working with me enjoy Zenio a lot more. And I know that I do. Now, in case you feel that I've now sufficiently depressed you, you brought over the AI guy, and now I'm talking life, death, and the meaning of it all. I'm going to get to AI in a minute. Now, AI actually comes at the end of where the chain is right now. And what I mean when I talk about a chain is, I define human as the capacity to use tools. From the very first time that a human picked up a hand axe, to making fire of sticks, to creating a steam engine, to a computer, to AI, we were augmenting our own abilities to get certain things done in the physical space. And that is the one major distinction between us and other species. There's none other that does that. Now, AI, other than all the other tools that we may use, is the one that has the capacity to augment our mental functioning. It can make us smarter and more productive. Or we are sitting in the economics faculty graduation here, so let me give you one. It can increase the marginal output per work unit that you can deliver. Does that sound familiar? Okay. So when we talk about the impact that AI will have in society, there's small impacts and there's large impacts. In the context of relatively small impact, South Africa has a huge problem with joblessness. In the broadest definition, about 50% of people in the active labor force are jobless. And the problem is, we've got a set of laws and regulations that makes the cost of labor so high that for about half the people, the marginal contribution that they can give is lower than their marginal cost. So they cannot participate in the economy. It's been outlawed. Now, we just spoke about what you can control and cannot control. It's not within my scope to change laws or regulations, but it is within my scope to deliver AI that can increase people's marginal contributions such that they become employable. Now, specifically to this point, I want to mention Uber to you. Now, you often get the situation where you get into an Uber and you ask the driver, what have you been doing before Uber? And they might say a very menial job, something like, for instance, gardening. And it's usually with a great sense of joy that they would tell you, my salary has increased 4 to 10 times. And the reason is, Uber is essentially a piece of AI. A driver without any prior experience or education in the subject gets told by a voice, turn left, turn right, pick up Vian, drop off Vian. Simple as that. So we've raised the productivity such that they can have a much higher salary. Now, Uber right now has 12,000 drivers for it. And right now the impact is small. But over the next 2 decades, there's going to be thousands of Ubers. And the impact of that is going to be so profound that I don't believe joblessness or abject poverty, the way we understand it this afternoon, is still going to exist. Now, we spoke about AI now in the small sense, and you may wonder why would I say that joblessness, horrific as it is relatively small? Well, the reason is there's also a lot bigger issues. For instance, our own health. It may trouble you to know that every year across the world, 17 million people will be diagnosed with cancer. To put it into perspective, in the entire World War I, 17 million people died. So it's as though we have World War I every year ad infinitum. Now, AI, this is really one of the final frontiers, and we haven't been able to tackle it. But I'm going to give you a very simple example of how AI is busy changing this. There's a company in Boston called Neon Pharmaceuticals. And what they are essentially doing is they are using an AI algorithm to take individuals' cancer, the tumors, and identify genetic weaknesses in the tumor. And then they use a second algorithm to train your immune system to go after just those weaknesses. Now, they've launched a small trial of 12 people that had stage 4 melanoma. And melanoma's prognosis at stage 4 is like this. You've got a 5 to 15% of living for 5 years. But these people, this immune cells they injected into people cleared the melanoma within weeks. And at the time of publication last year, all of these people remained in remission. Now, I know most of you would have had some statistics training, and you might object to me using 12 people holding it out as anything. Well, just consider this, since the chance of that happening automatically is 5 to 15%, the chance of this being due to a sample error is 13 in over 100 million. So it's very unlikely that it was just luck. Now, I'm going to leave you with one last riddle, and it's this. If you've got a pond and you have algae growing in this pond. And the algae doubles every day in the coverage of the pond. Now I'm telling you, it took 40 days for the pond to be covered in its entirety. Okay, so 40 days to cover the pond 100% at a once a day doubling rate. Okay, so how many days, after 36 days, what percentage of the pond do you think was covered? So was it 90%? Was it 80%? 60%? Would it interest you to know that it's only 6.25% after 36 days? The other 93% came in just 4 days. Now, why is this relevant? Well, the capacity of AI is doubling every year. And even though the contribution today seems relatively marginal, if it keeps on doubling, you don't know how quickly this 6% gets to the 100%. And I want to thank you for the great honor of addressing you today and for listening. I want to leave you with this, that as you sit here today on average, you as graduates, you've got 20,000 blank pages left. And consider carefully that you can control your own actions, and that the fact that your story ends is going to give meaning to you. Also consider how AI is going to impact your life and your career decisions. And I want to implore you to please go forth and write a good story. I hope that in 15 years, I can sit here and listen to you and enjoy what you are saying. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chinna. And you must be wondering, this is a coffee just like you, who's achieved so much and knows so much. So I'm sure you're saying, if he can do it, you can also do it. So here's the challenge. You got 20,000 blank pages to fill between now and the end. And of course, your end can be whatever it is. Retirement or death, doesn't matter. Okay? Let's see if you can fill it and get out there. So thank you very much. Let's give Mr. Chinna another round of applause. Now, I know by now you're saying to your neighbor there, can these guys get on with it? I need to get my degree. But I think you're excited a bit. We need to calm those nerves. So we're going to play you something just to calm those nerves. And I hope I get the pronunciation right. It's in your program, so if I get it wrong, you can just read it. It's Meglio Stasera. It's a music piece by Henry Mancini. It's arranged by our own Andrea Estereza, and it's performed by Foster and Barlow. Welcome Andre and his team for the performance of Meglio Stasera. So as I was watching you, I could see you, some of you are playing with your feet and listening to the sounds of the marimba, the tuba, and the cello. Now that you're relaxed, we are ready. Thank you very much. Let us give a round of applause for Andre Estezera and his team. Now it's time for that moment as I now call upon the Dean of the Economic and Management Sciences, Professor Henry Krokam, to present the candidates from his faculty. Professor Krokam, sir.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to confer degrees and honours degrees on the candidates that I introduce to you. Bachelor of Commerce, Vada A. You can Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting. Avunyo L.K. Baliti Z. You can Baliwe P.R. Baloy E.Z. Bihari G.C. Bensela A. Bugatsu S.J. Bumela L. Brown H.W.S. Brown, W.H., and the degree was distinction. Burger, E.S. Kasim, K.A. Chija, E. Christians, K. Sidras, K.J. Silje, I.H. Da Silva, C.M. and the degree with distinction. Dlamini, S. De Getsi, K. Dikoko, GTS. Deniso, ZK. Slali, S. Dube, NNF, and the degree with distinction. Giovanni, ZM. Fontaine, K. Fikizolo, S. Gulam, A. Green, GM. Grobler, M. Haman, M. Slandra, S. And the degree with distinction. Slahole, N.E. Isdoro, T.C. Kashane, MP. Right, okay, thank you. Kakana, LL. Hanye, D. Kabing, O.A. Halema P. Kiba L. Thank you. Kudunyane G. Kuchlenberg, WD. Krieger C, and the degree was distinction. Creer R. Labuskachny D, and the degree was distinction. Lejajeru RM. Lekale NPN. Lentwe AA. Leswetsa EM. Relax. Letele L. Mabasu PN. Makai CC. Magatla S. Motsane SM. Makanbanyane AK. Macau K. Macau Cow RE. Malakuane P. Malinga N. Mamecha K. Maklele VT. Mapiri L. That's for you. Wait. Very well. Maputa P. Makrepo R. Mare LM. Matehisi MM. Matakane ORM. Matabula BM. Thank you. Fine. Cool. Matlala MG. Macheka R. Macholo KP. Matsoso RA. Matila HB. Mabulela T. Mbata P. Mbetsi Z. Ndolomba Y. Monkeys R. Njoka TS. Mkentane CL. Mslangeni NT. Mokwa MK. Mtupi S. Modisakeng KM. Modise CL. Mugashua MN. Muslakuana KK. Mulatsane MG. Mohorsinyane P. Mogele K. Mogunwana M. This one. Molloy NB. Moodley TR. Moolman R. Musa S. Murema CK. Musia M. Motudi T. Motubatsi LJ. Mochuneng PP. Mpatu T. Msibi NP. Msomi SW. Mtembi NKM. Mtetwa N. Mtemkulu in LN. Mudau P. Mufamadi N. Muhammad Y. Mweza S. Nglovo MK and the degree with distinction. Thank you. Ndimande SD. Ndumo KN. Nell A. Ngoloi TN. Ngosi SV. Ngwenya ZS. Ngazana C, and the degree was distinction. Nele Q. Thanks. Ninaber P. Nkabinde MT, and the degree was distinction. Nkonlonyane T. Njolo AI. Sorry, I. Nepale N. Norman TF, and the degree was distinction. Mtondine LS. Ntsingela TS. Relax. Ntule MS. Uanyane MD. Very happy. Congratulations, Mr. Ntule. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Parkies ID. Pateni S. Whoops. Fafane N. PKMM. Koshuhane LKC. Peters M, and the degree with distinction. Pretorius G. Pretorius here, and the degree with distinction. Prince N.P. Pule N. Puchwedi R.Z. Khadebe T.M. Raman M. Thank you. Rakotwaniani, D.E., and the degree with distinction. Ramarumo T.I. Waar gaan jy? Ramasisani L.A. Rambanapasi M.M. Ramatlua B.N. and the degree with distinction. Ramadullah K.D. Ramazuli O. Rantai K.R. Ransani B.B. Victorana S. Rolls E.J.E. Thank you. Writers Eugene. Raquira B.T. Sabela N. Siapi M.K. Wait. Sibata B.T.E. Sitlego M.E. Secunyela in F. Selemogo, RC. Seleso, FM. Selo, KTC. Selwane, MR. Senagomo, O. Senong, BM. Seobamu, LRL. Shalile, PM, and the degree was distinction. Sidanga, C. Simelane, EK. Simelane, TP. Sentrumule, RM. C2, E. Smith, S. Tsunamzi, S. Swart, H. Tandi, RE. Tang, MF. Taunyane, O. Tabete, NV. Tinta, N. Tungo, CN. Tindleni, Y. Tladi, TC, and the degree was distinction. Tlaleti, K. Togo, PA. Sabalala, LM. Sidada, T. Tukulu, PE, and a degree with distinction. Van der Merwe, L. Van Deventer, A. Van Toner, A. Van Seil, A. Van Seil, M. Wendley, P. Vaslishan, J.R. Thanks. West, B.S. Wille, E.H. Okay, wait for it. Witboy, T, and the degree was distinction. York, W.V. Zikalala, L.M.S. Oh. Bachelors of Commerce in Economics. Detoy D. Cock T.M. Lekafolo K. LaRue M, and a degree with distinction. Malakuhane M.E. Manari F. Masongweni VV. Modisa Khosi GML. Clover NP. Nslapu BN. Nkanyana BPA. Nsingwana S. Hereby S, and the degree with distinction. Sebaku B. Van der Putte S.W. Bachelor of Commerce in Entrepreneurship. Bender M. Burger V.P. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Dlanwa A. Yeah, I haven't read it, yeah, but that's fine. Dwanza A. This is the immediate past SRC President, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Tlavane TN. Mokutsane BM. Strauss L. Van Geeselen H.A. Van Skalkwyk T.G. Wickens D. Bachelor of Commerce in Human Resource Management. Barnes L.J. Kenny J.L. Lerotodi T.V. Milan E.M. Zasada A. Bachelor of Commerce in Investment Management and Banking. Banseke K.C. Buroko MC.
Your name?
Thank you. Chere L. Diholo, BE. Engels, Afrikaans. English. Erickson, C. Foucault, TE. Kabane, MG. Kepadisa, GH. Leoma, RKL. Letoko, MP. Thank you. Lutseke, S. Makubu, N. Madiege, SL. Mahuela, KM. Thank you. Matsaba, M. Mavusi, D. Mystery, M. Mochesu, IA. Muhale, MC. Okay. Mulefe, M, and the degree was distinction. Moletsani, MD. Manati, RL. Monohana, TL. Relax. Monoko, M. Manoto, MM. Manyane, TM. Thank you. Moses, DI. Mushesha, PB. Motakazi, NJ. Mpateni, MM. Nell, M, and the degree was distinction. Prinsloo DB. Putu AA. Ramalefane LG. Ramusedi T. Ramutelo MA. Sibozo LA. Shikomba EN. Snyman DE. Swanepoel MA. Tamae K. Sabeze V. Tepe BJ. Velape ML. Bachelor of Commerce in Law. Ball M. Bason D. Brits JS. Kutsi RM. David DL. Crouch JK. Lukosi M. Mahura TOT. Masanabu IID. Mugawa PE. Munyanyi D. Mundabambi BE. Peterson CVR. Rod Avia. Schlebus CA. Bachelor of Commerce in Marketing. Arendse AR. Badnos FR. Bota Tier. De Toy here and a degree with distinction. Hasselman in and a degree with distinction. Isaacs J. Jansen van Rensburg, G. Kiwi T. Maritz A. Murake KT. Van Sail J. Bachelor of Commerce with specialization in economics. Blighnow GC. J. Labeskagni BPI. Mafata B. Mazoza S and a degree with distinction. Msangeni F. Oops. Naidu R. Done right. Nkosi ME. Van Mali J. Thank you. Thank you. Bachelor of Commerce with specialization in entrepreneurial management. Becker RV. Bachelor of Commerce with specialization in human resource management. Ramos M and a degree with distinction. Van Lingen are here. Bachelor of Commerce with specialization in investment management and banking. Diratsagai KM. Fortuin IN. Mbisha JLK. Mofuking BP. Mkofu L. Mokoena P. Mokoena TMG. Mxalisa S. Nzimeni S. Fisani TB. Shabane AM. Somtura A and a degree with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce with specialization in marketing. De Kok Deer. Mogele KK. Thank you. Van Heerden A. Bachelor of Commerce Honours in Accounting. Mabensela AL. Masangu TP. Klati NL. Right, thank you. Can I just pronounce the name? Bachelor of Commerce Honours in Management Accounting. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The current SRC President, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dwaba S.J. Jack Y. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Can we give a chance to the other people as well? Majarana NJ. Marapu VM. Mofokeng TM. Muleme RRM. Motsedi MJ. No, it's fine. Ndlovu LS. Mteta Q. Sekane TT. Segopa T. Sekulisa NM. Sigutla YM. Sitole NB. Takeli T. Van Deventer EM. Venter JW. Thank you. Busani Z. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in accounting. Thank you. Molihane M. Nkukutu T. Sishlabu LA. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in applied econometrics. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Muhilwa NK. Siminya VI. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in Management Accounting. Mabua KKN. Platzi N. Thanks. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in taxation. Mageza N. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in economics. Thanks. Abdullah MS. Bardnors ES. Rapanyane TE. Vuluka N. Bachelor of Commerce Honours specialization with specialization in entrepreneurial management. Handel DF. Kotsi J and a degree with distinction. Mbumba B. Mwau P. Tao MJ. Right. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in financial economics and investment management. Bota UIM. Buchanan Clark DM. Craven HS. Cork LJ. Matsukere GT. Marumo OM. Mulora O. Okay. Mutanyane PI. Mutlabi SLP. Mulawudze TP. Van der Merwe M. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in industrial psychology. Abdullah S. and the degree with distinction. Barnett O. Kluter KS. Conaway D. DePico TD. Catchkill CD. Gonzalez, CM. Hatting A. Henning B. Hansi MP. Hotso KM. Kiri B. Makubele VA. Nee. Malherbe R. Matibe IM. Marjorie L. Morochai MG. Ntia S. Okay. Nyamanda TJ. Munda. Sorry, sir. Wilfie Sear. Okay. Pali IG. Khadebe K. Selamela KI. Sitrebu A.
Wait for your name.
Thank you. Smits in. Tia PR. Can I have your call? Okay. Chilajane DR. Tetu TE. Clady L. Vulana A and the degree with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in marketing. Thank you. Abdul JJF. Amponza S. Well done. Harry D and the degree with distinction. Jafta MS. Lee M. Liseni T. Mafika A. Maleke MN. Maputsi M. Malloy KK. Machwari R. Mswane NR. Reineke D. Van der Merwe C. Van Rooyen M. Nog excuse me. Van Sail JR.
Right, so we've come to the end of our ceremony, but I first just would like to extend my congratulations to our graduates, and I think we can give them all a hand of applause. Well done. So let me also just use this opportunity to say thank you to our Dean of Economic and Management Sciences, Professor Henry Kokamp, for pronouncing and enduring this time in such an elegant way. Thank you very much, Professor Kokamp. And then I also would like to thank our guest speaker, Mr. Vivian China, for the fantastic life story that he actually has shared with us. What I extracted out of that story is, first of all, if you study at the University of the Free State, anything is possible. And I would like you to believe that, because he's an exact example of that. Now, to show some of the greatest technology companies in the Silicon Valley from what we can do as graduates from the University of the Free State, as citizens from South Africa, Bloemfontein, the Free State, is just fantastic. That was the one message that I shared or extracted out of his message. The other one is the fact that life is short. And I think we need to make sure that we spend during the period that we have here, everything that we can do, the knowledge that we generated, the emotional support that you have received and mentoring, and then also try to see to what extent you can make a great success of your life. And that is effectively what he's saying. Every day that you have is a blessing, and you should utilize that to the full extension. So thank you very much to our guest speaker, Vian. So coming back to the graduates, you've done a fantastic journey at the University of the Free State. Some of you have done an undergraduate degree. Some of you have done an honours already. And congratulations again to you. But I think you would be the first people to say to me that this achievement would not have been possible if there wasn't support of loved ones, of family members, of community members, of parents, guardians. And I would like you to stand up, to rise, and to shout your appreciation to those that supported you these years. Can you please rise? All right, thank you. Thank you. But it's also important to recognize that it's not only your loved ones that supported you during this journey. It's also those individuals, which we call the faculty, that's sitting on my right and sitting on my left, and some of them actually sitting on the platform. Those are the lecturers that have taught you, that have conveyed the technical content, that have supported you emotionally, were there for advice. And I would like you also to rise again and to shout your appreciation for them. That was actually just a weak sound. Can you rise again and do it a proper shout to our academics? Okay? That's great. Thank you. Thank you. So I personally, myself as Rector and Vice Chancellor, but also on behalf of my executive, would like to extend my appreciation to all of our academic staff. They are not only here during the day, they also spend a lot of time at home in the evenings to prepare, to read up, to make sure that we collaborate with academics and scholars in other parts of the country, other parts of the continent, and other parts of the globe. And that is all to ensure that the content that we convey to you are content that you can use in the future world of work. It's important for us to stay abreast, to make sure that we're giving you cutting-edge information, knowledge, practice, and also bring with that some experience. So I personally would like to thank them. I don't often get the opportunity to say thank you to them, but I would like to, on behalf of the executive and myself, would like to say thank you for the hours that you put in to make sure that this university is academically sound. Thank you. But at the university, it's not only our academic staff that works here. We also have support staff. And those support staff are often on the fringes. They are the people that making sure that graduation ceremonies such as this are running smoothly. They are the people that make sure that examinations are starting on time, that graduations or registrations are working. They are the people that sit in our residences looking after our students and also making sure that our residences are clean. They are the people that look at our safety and security. And I would like us to recognize those individuals. They are double the numbers as our academic staff. And they are the individuals that keep this institution running. So I would like to give them a warm hand of applause. Now, last message to our graduates. Now that you have graduated, you actually become alumni of the university. And you belong to that specific group, which we call the convocation. And the convocation is really the continuity between the past, the present, and the future. You are the people that have to make sure that the standards of this university remain high. And you are the people that have to make sure that if the management and other members of staff at the university are doing something that is not right, to speak out. You have to ensure that you coming back provide input from where you are so that our university remain the type of university that we would like to have generations that come after you to have the same sort of training, same education, same experience, and even probably better. So I would like you to make sure that you remain in contact with the university. But there are two other roles that you will be playing as members of the convocation. The convocation is about 140,000 members strong, and those are members that sit in South Africa, on the continent, in other parts of the globe. But one of your key tasks is to elect the Chancellor of the university. And the Chancellor of the university is that individual that we all want to align the institution with, because he or she exhibit the type of values that this university stands for. The sort of values that I talked about earlier in my welcome address. And we have, our current Chancellor is Dr. Khotsu Mogele, and he is that individual that we are aligning ourselves with. Now, his tenure is going to come to an end middle of next year. And your role, some of your first tasks as member of the convocation, will be to elect a new Chancellor. And that will be the individual that we would like to be associated as a university. And you should be like to associate it as alumni. So that's the first task that you would be doing. The second task, talking to alumni from economic and management sciences, you're going to go out there and you're going to make a lot of money. And we want some of that money to come back, because I talked about social responsiveness earlier. And the reason why you're going to be connected with the university, why you're going to give back to the university, is the very point to make sure that you're going to be proud of your alma mater. You're going to make sure that the quality that we're going to get out of this university and that you have received remain the sort of quality that you can be proud of. And we would like, as our guest speaker have indicated, be at the forefront of developments, whether it's in artificial intelligence, robotics, machine learning, and all of those, digital economy, or whether it's in the forefront of social justice, because we always have to balance those two. And you're going to help us to make sure that this university is going to be the leading light, not only in the Free State, on the continent, in South Africa, and in the globe. And that's the reason why you can't afford not to keep in contact with the university. Today is your day. You must go out there, celebrate it with your loved ones, and from my side, once again, hearty congratulations. So we've come to the end of our proceedings this afternoon. The university takes pleasure in inviting all graduates and their guests to EXR4, which is to the east of this venue, where tea, coffee, and juice will be served. Jeannie Marais, accompanied by the graduation instrumental ensemble under the direction of Anton Estreicher, will shortly lead us in the singing of the national anthem. After that, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and the main and academic processions leave the hall. Can I please ask you to rise? By virtue of the power invested in me as Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State.